it's a parallel tuned 6-cylinder. So most people use the series ones where, you know, the bottom chamber fires up into the top chamber, whereas just the two chambers are completely separated as far as port goes. So you definitely have a little bit more of a, it's not as loud, but you have a much wider bandwidth. So
got it.
And that's what I go for.
So what's your name and what's in here?
Hey, my name's Andrew. I've got technically 612s, so it's 4 resilient sounds in the trunk, and that's a parallel tuned 6-cylinder. And then this right here, I'm just kind of experimenting with.
Oh wow, okay.
So it's a coupon box with 2 power acoustic mofos in it.
So you actually have different setups, so you have 2 together.
Yeah. So the back was my original setup. That's on a Taurium Space 15K. And then again, this is kind of just me messing around with stuff.
Yeah.
And that's on a HD3K.
Wow. Use discount code JacobViral when you shop at Down for Sound, SkyHigh Car Audio, and others. So adding this extra bomb box in here, is there any cancellation? Do you notice more bandwidth? You have a little more louder output, or?
It definitely picked up on the high end.
Okay.
So the rear enclosure is tuned kind of in the dark, so it'll play all the way down to 16. So that's kind of the low end of it. And then again, like I said, where it starts to die down up at the top end, that's kind of where this picks up. Okay. My goal is to get 2 more resilient sounds and throw them in here, and you know, get a bigger amp and obviously put it on there and see what it does.
Wow. I don't think I've seen these subs in a while. Okay.
Yeah, you don't see them very often.
Nice. What are the RMS on them?
You can rate it for 1,500 a piece.
Okay.
And like I said, they're only on an HD3K, so they're not, and it's wired down at 1 so they're not really even seeing much power at all.
And then everything is in the vehicle. There's nothing in the trunk.
So I do have 64 amp hours of head weight lithium in the trunk. It's on either side of the enclosure. It's built in. You can't really see it.
Okay.
And then there's another 94 amp hours right there.
You got a lot. All right.
But I'm getting ready to pull that out. And I've actually got some of those. I forget what they call them. It's the green Japanese cells. I've got 8 of those. I believe.
JY?
Maybe.
Okay.
There's 74 amp hours a piece. I've got 8 of them.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
a substantial upgrade for that.
Yeah. Any alternator?
I've got a 350 Apex under the hood.
So you've got like a fan cooling system?
No.
Or is that a port?
So those are ports. So like I said, it's a parallel tuned 6-cylinder.
Yeah.
So the ports actually come out of the bottom enclosure, go up into the top one, and then they come out the sides and just go through right there. And the whole rear is all sealed off.
Is there a way I can move this off real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
That way I can kind of see it a little easier. Sorry about that. There we go. I know you weren't expecting me to come in here, so it's all good. All right, that's a lot easier to see. I didn't see that before. So you've got these PVCs. Are these 3s or 4s?
So those are actually 4-inch PVCs.
Okay.
I did bigger portions because the enclosure is kind of smaller, so I wanted to try and compensate with bigger port area.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it didn't really like them, so I had to put those 2 reducers on just to shrink it down a little bit at the tips of it, and it actually responded really well to that and picked up the low end. So
that's kind of smart then. Okay.
Yeah.
So you tuned it for that.
Yep.
Wow. All right. Yeah, we'll put that back that way you can demo. Sweet. Yeah, man. Awesome. So what made you change subs from the power in the back?
I just wanted something with more X-Max.
Okay, better throw.
Obviously, these power acoustics only have, what I believe it's 14 or 15 millimeters of X-Max, where, you know, the Resilient Sounds, the Gold Series, they've got 28, so it's almost double.
Okay.
So it really just helped.
That helped a lot on
the low end.
Yeah. All right.
And again, on the high end, you know, you don't need all that X-Max. So having something that's a little bit more efficient for your high end to help pick it up.
Correct. Yep. Yeah. You got it. All right.
That 15K likes to go into protect.
Before playing?
Yeah. Just because, I don't know if you're familiar with on the, what is it, the 14.4 volt amps. By them, you have to have sort of a higher input voltage for the remote wire. Yeah. And unfortunately, I'm running it off of a DSP, and so it's only going down like 12 volts.
It fluctuates.
I gotta put the remote on a switch so to actually see that 14 volt input.
Got it. Yeah.
And it won't go into protect anymore. But
okay. No worries. Are you able to demo at all?
I can do some research. If I can get it.
Yeah, man, I'd love to hear it. It sounds good. Awesome.
If you would open that window,
Okay.
I'll give you that.
All right.
Something up here. May have to reset this. Like I said, I'm gonna get you one here if I can find the song that I want.
I'm in that drop looking easy. So many gorillas with guns, they think I'm free. What up? I'm in the club, going strong with we in the back, mixing strong with and then wave your hand. That's me, yeah.
That's a good song that shows you play that bandwidth response.
Yeah.
And then depending on the note, it played that subs were reacting to it. So. Wow, that one played down low, like really low, into the teens.
Yeah.
That gets low, dude. I appreciate. That was down to what? 16, 18. That's wild. You did good on that. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Have a good day. Thanks for showing me, man. That was cool.
Yeah.
It got really low. Use discount code JacobViral when you shop